Fresh like I just got a contract. Fresh like
Go ahead. Let's talk about it. Jim Boylen, the Chicago Bulls coach, is finally gone. Finally fired a guy that I deem to be a terrible coach, to be quite
Strongly
honest.
disagree.
A terrible motivator of men. A terrible.
Strongly disagree.
Anything you want to use to describe.
Strongly
terrible,
disagree.
you can strongly disagree. Go ahead. Why do you strongly disagree?
Again, I've like I've said all year. Do I think Jim Boylen is Phil Jackson? No, I do not. Do I think Jim Boylen is a great coach? No, I do not. But I don't think he's as bad as like everybody makes him out to be. Also, I don't necessarily believe he's gotten a fair shake. I think that the Bulls have been dealing with a lot of injuries. Like, again, I looked it up. They were basically 2 wins away from being in the bubble. Laurie was out for like 6 to 8 weeks. Wendell could never stay on the court. Chris Dunn, who is arguably should be on the all-defensive team this year, he got hurt and missed half the season. Who else was hurt? Otto Porter played like 4 games. So you talk about 4 to 5 rotation players off of a team that's not already a great team. Yeah, they don't look incredible.
So
I just think that he never got the.
You ignore all the other losses, the body language on the sidelines.
That's they, but look, a lot of that also I think is the Bulls players. They're full of young guys. I think they a lot of times act like spoiled young AAU athletes. I'm sorry, they lost by 50 points and then say we don't want to practice. How do you not want to practice after you lose by 50 points? You can't get better.
What do we need to practice for? Just go out there and dribble the ball again.
To get better. What you mean? Why? Literally, like, look, if I hadn't with my own 2 eyes covered Clippers practices immediately the day after they won or lost, honestly, I wouldn't say nothing. But I've seen Doc Rivers call practice the day after they lost, and it wasn't by 50. And they had a practice, and nobody said nothing. But I think a lot of it was they had to like spoiled, entitled athletes. Also, they talk about Jim Boylen play calling. I've seen Zach LaVine too many times at the end of games wave off screens and go in Kobe mode, miss. Way too many times for me to completely blame Jim Boylen. Now, granted, now look, if you want to fire him, I can understand why. Because again, maybe you want to get a whole new regime. No. Because maybe you want to get a whole new regime in, which I can pretty much understand and respect. You know, obviously, the new guys come in. Maybe you want to keep on something that was on board from the last regime. But again, I don't think he was a terrible coach. Do I think he was amazing? No, but I don't think he was terrible. Also, I'm looking at what he had to deal with. It wasn't much. And then you take those guys and you make them hurt. The Lakers right now don't look the same, and they got 2 rotation players missing. So what the hell you think the Bulls gonna look like with like 5 of them missing, and they ain't that good?
He's still a terrible coach.
They need a culture change. I mean,
he's a terrible coach. This is my question. This is how you know he's a terrible coach. Will he get rehired anywhere else?
As a head coach? No.
Yeah, as a
head
coach.
Yeah.
As a head coach.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, but no, hold on. Hold on. But how many coaches get fired and then immediately get hired as a head coach again? You've seen a lot of
he's gonna get rehired at anywhere.
He'll get a coach. He will get a assistant coach job. So he's been a quality assistant. But look, how many coaches just get fired and immediately get another head coaching job? It really don't happen too much. We even saw Mike Woodson. Shout out him when he was.
With all due respect, do not name a black coach because we know how the NBA operates with black coaches. There's a very few amount of black coaches and black people in the front office of the organization. So
I just named one because I just named one because he was the first person I could think of in my mind.
Because they tend to get jobs and bounce back faster, quickly than black coaches.
If Luke Walton can get fired
and get rehired back,
but I don't think Luke
sexual assault allegation out at the same time.
But I don't think Luke is a terrible coach either. I really don't think Luke is a terrible coach. I don't think Luke's a terrible coach. I don't think I do not think Luke is a terrible coach.
Luke is an amazing coach when you got Steph, Clay, and Draymond on your team. Amazing coach. Win 16 straight games.
Wait, hold on. Wait. But weren't the Lakers in the playoffs last year when Bron got hurt? So would we be saying the same thing? Yes, they were. They were literally
before he got before.
They were
December.
It doesn't matter.
And they didn't like him then.
Listen, it doesn't matter. But do you think that the Lakers just fall out the playoffs if LeBron is healthy the whole year? No, I think they make the playoffs. I don't think Luke Walton is a terrible coach.
Also, they were on pace to make the playoffs despite Luke Walton on the strength of LeBron James. Those rotations last year were horrible. Those rotations, the players he was putting in, the lines he was putting in were atrocious. And then he wasn't even making changes when changes were necessary. Luke Walton, and I love Luke Walton. I was so high on him when he came down from Golden State. Laker legacy, bleeds purple and gold, and the dude was a horrible coach. I think he learned, and he's done a lot better job in Sacramento, but he was not the fit. Plus, he got toned out by the players, and you're done once that happens. And that's to Boylen.
I honestly don't think he did a better job in Sacramento because we see guys like Buddy Hield feel as though he's currently being alienated and basically said he's probably gonna he's unsure about his future in there. Bogdanovich, I have no idea
has been balling.
He's been balling. He's been balling, but like, what is his ceiling? What's De'Aaron Fox's ceiling with Luke Walton as a coach? I mean, I think
in general.
De'Aaron Fox is a beast.
De'Aaron Fox has a very high ceiling. He got a higher ceiling than Lonzo Ball right now, which
I agree with that.
All right, but you're not gonna convince me that Jim Boylen is a good coach.
I didn't say he was good. I just said that I don't think he was as terrible as everybody made him out to be. And again, I don't think that he got a fair shake considering you put him in the middle of last season after you fire Hoiberg, who everybody hated. So he's on Hoiberg's staff. They already hate Hoiberg and the whole staff. He gets inserted, and then this year you see guys who consistently get hurt. And again, they were 2 wins away from being in the bubble. I don't think he was that terrible of a coach.
My favorite part is he was a part of Hoiberg's staff. Yes, that's why they didn't like him, because they were like, hey, you were terrible when he was here, and you're terrible when you're here.
But no, look, literally, what were people asking for with Hoiberg? More accountability and more discipline in the organization. So you put a disciplinary in Jim Boylen, and they want to act like spoiled brats. So what you want? Now look.
Tom Thibodeau was a disciplinarian, but players don't.
Half the damn team wasn't there when Tibbs was there. Also, the league was different. The league was completely different back then. Gee, what the hell happened in Minnesota? Tibbs couldn't do that shit with Wiggins and Cat. That ain't
trash. They were trash.
They do that shit no more. But you can't do it no more.
Hold on, wait a minute. When has Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns made the playoffs? They made it once. And guess who they made it with? Tom Thibodeau. So stop that. You out of your damn mind.
He got fired. Why? Because they ain't like him.
No, he got fired because they were trash. Because Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns are winners.
No. He got fired because they didn't like him.
Because they
picked
were
the players.
Trash. No. Was Jimmy Butler not on that team?
Players, and he got traded. And he got traded.
Who did Jimmy Butler say was the problem? Who did Jimmy Butler say was the problem?
Exactly.
Who did Jimmy Butler say was the problem?
The organization gave Wiggins and Cat that money. The organization. Can you listen to me?
Answer the question.
The organization. Cat and Wiggins.
Okay,
the people that the organization sided with, which is why he ain't there. So Tibbs ain't there. Tibbs ain't got a job right now because that shit don't work no more. Well, no, he got one now.
Job because the players were trash and they were terrible, bro.
No. Tibbs don't have it. Well, Tibbs. Well, no. Hold on, wait. Tibbs actually has a job now. Tibbs had a job with the Knicks, but Tibbs got fired because he tried to play hardball with those players, and those players were not having it. Especially the players who you just paid $150 million to. That's why he got fired, because they didn't like him. Because Wiggins and Cat didn't like him.
Guys with no heart crumbled like cookies. That's what happened.
Fresh like I got a contract. Moving through the city, we be going. Roller that you pulling, now you know it. Fresher than a mascot.